Okay, welcome back. I'm your host, Steven. Today we're going to talk about something real quickly here. This is Selmer Omega clarinets and saxophones. This is the ones from the 1995s to the 2000 range, not the ones from the 80s and before down to the 50s. Just because people do get it confused, back in the late 90s, Selmer basically released an Omega series of instruments. This was primarily, I believe, for retail stores. This is not the same Omega that we're used to with the saxophones from the 80s and the center tone from the 50s and 60s and the soloist Omegas from Selmer USA. But I put this out there because people do get it confused, but this is what to look for. We're looking at one of the brochures right here from Selmer Bach, the Omega series. As you can see, there's trumpets, clarinets, flutes, saxophones, oboes, trombones, and who knows what else. This is a brochure. This is some of their flutes here. We're not going to cover that today, even though some of these look pretty cool with the gold key work. But this is one of their clarinets. They had 3 of them. This says this one was, of course, made of wood, a large 0.577-inch bore with less taper for a broader sound. It was made in France, but it says made in France, but if you look real closely, you'll see like the key work, the throat keys shares a post here, which is like really cheap, truthfully. And turned up lip here and a single thin trill key guide up there. This is reminiscent of Malern in a way, especially the turned top cup up here. But this is in the late 90s. Is this? I'm wondering who made this for them. So the MG295 at a 5.77 bore, which says less tapering. The MG294, which was the French one, had a 0.567 bore with more tapering in the upper joint. And the MG287 had a 0.573-inch bore. So if you have an Omega from the late 90s to 2000s, you had one of 3 here. It has no correlation to the ones from the 50s and 60s. Here's the Selmer Paris one. As you can see here, the MG294. And here's the MG287 one. This one, once again, sharing posts on the throat keys. They're really interesting. Of course, they had oboes. A couple of them there. Saxophones. Trumpets and trombone. So if you want to read about the other Omega instruments, the saxophones and clarinets, at the end of this video, there should be links to it. But this is just a quick review of the Selmer Omega series saxophones and clarinets that are not the ones that we're aware of from the 50s and 60s from Selmer Paris and also Selmer USA. Any questions, comments, please put it down below. You gotta love knowledge, gotta love clarinets. We'll see you next time.